Hi, my name's Tiarna, I'm 25 and I'm a primary school teacher. When I was 17, I felt God calling me to Africa, and this was confirmed to me in a really vivid dream of me being a mother figure for the street children in Africa. Then when I was 21, after university, I took up the opportunity to go to Uganda, and I just saw so much suffering there, and I decided to rent out a house, which then becomes a youth orphanage for the street children in Uganda. So 25 boys who were orphans living on the streets moved into the home, and now I pay for rent. I also organise for sponsors to pay for food and water and for them to go to school. And now all 25 boys are in education, so that's really good. And the long-term vision would be to get some land and to expand the orphanage, but also to mentor the boys and help them to be more self-sufficient for when they're older and to help them through adulthood.
Hi, I'm Dave Baker. I'm Executive Head Teacher, responsible for 2 secondary schools, Abbeywood Community School and Bradley Stoke Community School. And my role is about creating an environment for young people to discover themselves, find out who they are, and for them to work out what their role in the future is going to be in contribution towards society, and that's really exciting. One of the challenges that we face is giving young people a consistent experience regardless of the background they come from, as many young people come from unhappy, dysfunctional, inconsistent homes, and it's really positive and exciting being able to enable them to have a positive experience in school that will set themselves up for adult life.
My name's Naomi Clarke, and I'm a mum and a part-time pharmacist. I work at North Bristol NHS Trust, at the moment at Southmead Hospital. I remember when I started work at first, it was really strange to be part of a workplace where there were so few Christians, and being part of a Christian background, to be suddenly in an environment where Jesus wasn't talked about, wasn't a factor in people's lives, found that very strange. And then last summer, Tim Dobson did a talk about being ministers in our workplace and in our environment, and I found that really impressed me. So another girl and I decided we'd start an Alpha course and invite our workmates. So we were quite bold and managed to invite about 14 people, of whom 6 came along. So we did the Alpha course together in my house, and then it hasn't stopped. We've just carried on meeting together. And what I've particularly enjoyed is that I would like to think that I would spend time praying for my workmates throughout the week on a regular basis, but I probably would forget. However, because we still meet together, we pray regularly, and it's been a real encouragement.
So my name's Jane, I'm a Professor of Surgery at Bristol University. I'm also a consultant surgeon at the BRI. I really love my job because it enables me to combine surgery with research, and the research continually allows us to improve clinical practice. I lead a centre which is working out better ways of how to evaluate surgical operations. For example, there are 2 operations that are performed worldwide for people who are severely overweight, but nobody knows which operation's best. So we're doing a study to work out which operation's best, and once we have the answers, the information will be used by the government to really provide the right operation to improve people's lives.
I'm John Reilly, and I've been a police officer in the city for the last 15 years. Currently I'm a detective superintendent and I'm head of Bristol CID, which means I'm responsible for crime investigation across the city and all the non-uniformed police officers, the majority of whom are detectives. I really felt called into the police, and I strongly believe God's put me in this senior leadership position, and I obviously have influence over the way policing is delivered in Bristol. As a Christian, my faith really affects the way I conduct myself. I think it's vital that you have integrity and that you really care about your staff and you care about those that you're working with, but also it affects my decision making and the way I lead people. Undoubtedly, policing has had quite an impact on my family life, but it's been a real tremendous privilege to serve in this way.